I go by the name of Joffey Joe, and this is my show. Call it How I See It. And on today's episode, we're catching up with y'all after Christmas. It's a new year, and I'm 31 now. My birthday was yesterday, or 2 days ago now. But I want to appreciate my peoples for showing me love. I appreciate it. And we're here to talk some NBA now. We're here to talk about what's going on in the NBA, who we think is who, and what is what. Now, I just want to throw this ball or this talk over to my boy Joe Valo and see who he thinks is the favorite. Who do you think is the favorite to win it all right now? If the season ended right now, who's winning it all? The Nuggets? What about you, Chuck McLovin?
I don't know. I'm gonna have to say the Nuggets too, man. They just hard to beat. Like it's hard to beat a team like that in a 7-game series, bro.
I agree, but I think with the Nuggets, go ahead.
It's definitely some teams that could probably give them a run for their money.
For sure.
You know what I mean? But
for sure. I mean, there's a lot of teams out there like the Thunder, a nice, pleasant surprise, with their young core. But
who's guarding Joker?
On the Thunder?
Yeah.
Chet, come on, man, it's gotta be Chet.
Yeah.
He gonna get cooked.
He would probably get cooked, but overall, I mean,
Joker looks like he just ate Chet.
Yeah, he does. I mean, he's got that size. He's got that Serb style to him.
Yo, he definitely.
The Serbians be eating people. But I mean,
He would be barbecue chicken.
Again,
all series,
yeah.
all 7 games. If he was cooking Anthony Davis like that last season, what he would do to Joker. Now, everybody loves Shea, right? Everybody loves Shea.
I love Shea.
Everybody loves Anthony Edwards. Everybody loves John Morant now that he's back, right?
Mm-hmm.
But where's the same energy? How come they don't get the same energy that Embiid does? When they put up crazy stats, everybody's like, "Oh my God, they're putting up crazy stats." When Embiid, he's putting up even better numbers than he did last year, and everybody's basically ignoring it because they want to see it done in the playoffs. But they're ignoring the fact that he's producing greatness. If anybody else was doing it, like everybody loves Shea, like I just said, and he's a great player. But how come they don't give him the same
praise?
No, wait. I'm gonna wait until I see it in the playoffs.
Because he's a fraud.
He's not a fraud. It's just because he hasn't he's not proven at that level yet that he can do stuff like that. Yes, he is great on the court right now, but
he's all NBA first team right now.
Right, and he was last year too.
But
that's saying something.
That's
He's beating out Stephen Curry. He's beating out everybody at the big names. He's beating all those guys. He's
right.
Probably he might be the first or second best player or point guard in the league today.
I would agree.
Luka's first.
I would put Luka, him.
Luka, him.
If you're gonna build a franchise, you're taking those two first, no, for sure.
And I feel like he's gaining traction on Luka because he plays defense.
But I mean, Luka's been more accomplished, I think, and Luka is shown that he can take this team to heights where Shea's still. But I think Shea's growing with this team, and then for this team to grow where they're going with Shea, I mean, it's they need to grow off of Shea.
The thing about Embiid is the fact that like you said, people are saying that we haven't seen this in the playoffs. We haven't seen you know what I mean.
It's only been a small sample.
You know more than everybody. That's the most important thing. We've seen this man be in these opportunities and not overcome them, bro.
Yeah, I mean,
he dominated the whole season.
Yeah, with an MVP.
Whole season, bro. As soon as you get to the playoffs, even you be saying "Oh, bro, Embiid's playing bad, bro. I don't know, blah blah. He's not playing efficient enough, right?"
Yeah.
So it's
I don't feel like we paid attention
wall.
to this before. I feel like people put way too much into a championship now. They don't appreciate greatness.
I think with the Nuggets, right? Back to the Nuggets. I think their greatness revolves around all 5 of their players to be good and then delivering at that level. If one of them is slipping up and isn't delivering at that level, then they don't do good. Plus this year their bench isn't what it used to be. Like they're missing Bruce Brown, they're missing it doesn't. They still have the second best record right now in the West, I believe, but we'll see how they really hold up. But I mean, I'm not going to doubt them because they are the reigning champs and they have Jokic and they have Jamal Murray, who seems to be healthy and good to go. But KCP and even Aaron Gordon sometimes can be suspect and shadowing. It's really interesting to see how they will mesh and how they will mesh with a target on their back later. You know what I mean? Yeah. So, because there's some teams they can't handle having that type of target on their back and delivering at a high level of championship play.
I feel like the favorite should be the Celtics.
Yeah, I think so right now.
But the only reason I'm not saying the Celtics is because I don't trust Jason Tatum. Jason Tatum's never taken that step that I've seen Joker take last year.
Right.
And Jamal Murray gets better in the playoffs. All these guys, them two make everybody else better. I don't think Jason Tatum makes people better. He's a great talent, but I don't think he's at the point where he's making people better yet.
Nah, he's still playing kind of not selfish ball, but
And I feel like that's where Embiid picked up this year.
Yeah, for sure.
As far as,
but is that coaching though?
No.
I think it is. I think it is because I think there's a different. I think there's a different focus being put that he didn't have before, and I think that's through coaching.
Previous years, Embiid wasn't he would pass the ball, but he wasn't getting 7, 8 assists.
Nah, I mean the other night he had no look assists. He had a triple double last night on my birthday. It was
crazy.
It is crazy. He's not doing that type of stuff.
Is that coaching or is that just the fact that he just watched a center that plays exactly like that win the championship with that style?
I think it's the matchups.
That
night he had a good matchup.
I think he saw that style work. A center, his biggest rival, use that style, and now he's implementing some of Joker's game into his game because he saw it work. And this is the first year, like he said, he's making people better. And if they had a different roster, I think before I thought Embiid wasn't good enough to win it, be the best player and win it. But this version of Embiid, if they had a different roster, it would be tough to beat them. And it still is tough to beat them.
I think they're a tough out. I think the Celtics right now, but there's so much with the Celtics that I don't trust. I don't trust I don't trust Porzingis. I don't trust their coach, Joe Mazzulla. I don't trust Jaylen Brown with his left hand trying to go I don't trust any of that. And they still have some inner moving parts. Their bench is a lot weaker. So right now they might be being able to get ahead, but I do trust Drew Holiday. I do. I think Drew Holiday is a guy you can trust in the playoffs.
See, with that, the fact that you can't trust them, every single team out there right now, you can't trust. They're all inexperienced teams. The number 1 seed out west, Minnesota, you can't trust them. They're inexperienced. We just talked about the Thunder. Can't trust them. They're inexperienced. The Lakers, they got experience. I guess you can trust them.
No, you can't. You can't even trust them to get into the playoffs.
But they have experience, though.
Yeah,
the Lakers, the Bucks, and the Nuggets are the only teams with experience. You can say the Celtics because they got there, but they never won. So I feel like every other team you can't trust. That's why I'm saying the Nuggets.
Could you trust Miami?
No.
But they're always
they are there. I mean, I think in the last 5 seasons they've been in the Eastern Conference Finals 4 times.
If we can't trust Boston, why can we trust Miami?
Because Miami still has a similar core.
But they never won it either.
Miami has an experienced coaching staff too.
Could you see Miami winning it?
No.
Me either.
And they're still working in some pieces too.
Their team is not good enough.
I agree. But I mean, I think we can all agree that we think that if the season was to end right now, we trust the Nuggets to take it all.
Yeah, but I feel like it's by default.
It is by default, but I mean, we're just.
Because we just named all the top teams that's in the West.
Things are wide open this year.
What about the Lakers?
No, they're the 10th seed right now. They're 17 and 18 after they lost tonight again.
What about the Clippers?
They could be the wild card just because they're finally meshing, and I hate to say it, but they are meshing.
They'd be throughout that winning streak. They'd be some pretty shitty teams with him a while.
Yeah, but even if they weren't beating these shitty teams, like it's good to see them clicking.
It's good to see the chemistry.
Yeah.
Like some type of chemistry.
I mean,
people were saying like, what the fuck is going on? Like,
this might be like the longest stretch we've actually seen like Paul George and Kawhi actually play good basketball, healthy basketball.
Yeah, Kawhi looks good.
They look like they're ready, but overall, like that's I think we can all agree that we think it would be the Nuggets right now. All right, we're back and we're here to talk football. As of yesterday, AJ Brown came out and talked to the press. He's mad with Nick Sirianni and other coaches on the Eagles. A lot of controversy because the Eagles suck. Eagles are a sorry ass team right now. I don't know what's going on, but they're gonna be in the playoffs, playing somebody. Don't matter though. But I have a good debate that I wanted to settle. If you were to have two wide receivers between AJ Brown or Cee Dee Lamb, who are you taking? Valo.
Cee Dee Lamb by a mile.
Who would you take, Chuck?
I'm taking CD, bro.
All right. So tell me why y'all would like to have CD.
This year right now that Cee Dee Lamb's having would be AJ Brown's best year.
Okay.
This would be his through 16 games so far. Would be his career high would be AJ Brown's career high in receptions. I think it would be his career high in receiving yards. Let me double check. Yeah, it would be his career high in receptions and receiving yards. And last year, Cee Dee Lamb last year would also, his receptions, he had 107. That would also be a career high for AJ Brown. So I'm taking Cee Dee Lamb by a mile.
Doesn't have AJ Brown have like 114 right now receptions?
He has 105 right now.
Okay.
Which is a good.
He had like 100. He had 100.
122.
He had 100 last year too, right? I just don't know the numbers off my head.
Last year he had 88 for 1496.
Okay.
11 touchdowns.
Who has more touchdowns this year?
AJ Brown only got 7. Cee Dee Lamb has 10.
Okay. All right. So I would take AJ Brown. Why? Because physically. Physically, he's bigger and he would dominate over him. Yeah. All right, totally. Like I've seen. Don't get me wrong. Cee Dee Lamb is like a world-class athlete when it comes to wide receivers, and he is. He just broke the Cowboys' all-time receiving receptions or whatever the fuck it is. I don't fucking care about the Cowboys. But Cee Dee Lamb, I gotta pay homage to though, because he is good. He is a good player.
Yes.
But overall, I'm still taking AJ Brown. I am, because like I said, physical-wise, breaking tackles, and also one thing that you didn't point out, his numbers are better, but like also he has less to work with around him. Like they have no running game. I mean, Brandon Cooks isn't Devontae Smith, and tight end wise, you're not splitting the ball with that. So there's catches and receptions that are going to CD more than it would to AJ Brown in offense.
I can counter that by saying the defense is doubling Cee Dee Lamb. You can't double AJ Brown because you got Devontae Smith, you got Dallas Goedert. CD's
not always tailed by the best corner though. He plays the slot. Like if you're in the slot, there's more open space anyway. There should be more open avenues for that.
But he's in the slot because he's a playmaker.
I understand
he's more
that.
of a playmaker than AJ Brown.
That's why I would take Cee Dee Lamb over AJ Brown.
Physical. You said physically. I think Cee Dee Lamb is better. He's faster. He's more elusive. He might not run you over as much as AJ Brown. But he definitely gets more yak. He definitely has more moves.
I wouldn't say definitely. I think
so. He played kick returner in college.
Yeah, but he's not doing that in the NFL because they don't need him to do that.
I feel like AJ Brown is just the 50-50 guy. Like
that's what I'm saying. If you throw up a ball, I'm taking AJ Brown. Like physically, like
probably like what is he, like 6'4" or something?
He's actually 6'2". I think they're both 6'2".
But he's got like a real receiver.
Yeah.
Like I feel like CD has the edge, bro.
I think
runs better routes.
Yes.
like Joe was saying, he's more elusive. Like he's a athletic freak. Like you can't take nothing from him. Like even though he's a Cowboys, he's on the Cowboys and shit like that. Like you said, like, you just gotta pay your respect.
No, for sure. Like I said, I peep game and I respect game. I do, and I just think like his role in that offense is put in a bigger magnifying glass than it is with AJ Brown because he needs to do more in that offense.
He's kind of like Luka to that offense, and he still gives Dak MVP like numbers.
Right. If it wasn't
for him, and Dak wouldn't have those numbers.
Exactly. Because it's like Brandon Cooks doesn't equal up to that.
Jalen Hurts' numbers aren't Dak's throwing at all.
Right.
So, well, with that being said, he still is pretty close. AJ Brown actually has a lot more percent of the yards than Cee Dee Lamb does.
In terms of what?
Like
receiving yards and not yards after contact, or
Dak has like 4,000 yards.
Right.
Jalen Hurts only has like 3,000, and
he's got like 3,800.
Yeah. So percentage wise, AJ Brown actually gets more of the team's receiving yards.
So in fantasy next year, you would take
I'm
CD.
taking CD.
Taking CD.
Here, I gotta go real quick. Top 5 picks next year in fantasy.
I mean, honestly, like you would take Tariq
Right
one.
now.
Take Tariq.
No, I'll take C-Mac.
We got Christian McCaffrey.
Yeah.
Tariq.
Yep.
Who's the third? I feel like
Cee Dee Lamb, bro.
Is it Cee Dee Lamb?
Cee Dee Lamb.
Running back wise, like the running backs is shot.
Was it Justin Jefferson and then Jamar Chase?
It's still Jettas and Chase.
I guess so. Because like running backs aren't what they used to be anymore.
Besides Jahmyr Gibbs, he might go.
Yeah, Jahmyr Gibbs might go top.
But it seems like yeah, I think he's a top 10. I think he's a top first round pick for sure. I don't know. Next year could be a little different.
Yeah, see,
In one league, I had fucking Austin Eckler, and it was a fucking bust.
AJ Brown.
I guess not. I guess AJ Brown isn't top.
I mean, but that's still a solid receiver to have on your team.
Yeah, for sure. He's a number 1 receiver.
Like, he's still like a solid option to have when you're like, you start him every week.
No, he's a great fantasy receiver, and he's a great receiver in real life.
Yeah.
But I just don't think he's on Cee Dee Lamb's level.
I don't think it's as far as you're saying it is.
But like, think about that stretch though. Think about that stretch where he was like almost an MVP candidate, AJ Brown. Like those 4 weeks where, or no, what was it, 6 weeks where he put up 125 yards in a row.
Yeah.
Like he set the league on fire. And there was like a lot of presence around that, and there was a lot of hype around that, and all that died out eventually. And that's why he is throwing the tantrum he's throwing right now, because he got his head got too big. But like.
And Cee Dee Lamb younger.
Yes, and I think consistently I would give it to Cee Dee Lamb because they need him to do more. But, you know, obviously, like we can all agree though that you'd be okay with the
AJ
receiver.
Brown top 5? Are they both top 5 receivers?
I think so.
Yeah.
I think so. I am someone
I
with
know
top 5.
Cee Dee Lamb is. I'm putting Cee Dee Lamb.
So you got Tariq. You got Tariq.
You got Tariq, Jettas, Jamar Chase.
I think
Devontae Adams.
No, I don't think so. I think he fell off just because I think skill wise he's still there, but like he doesn't have the production to show that.
That's
like last year,
he
doesn't have a quarterback. No.
That position, you're reliant
On a quarterback, yeah. And this year he doesn't.
Because skill wise, he should be up there like 1 or 2.
Yeah, I mean, route running in hands.
You know, I think he deserves top 5, even though he didn't have a good year.
Yeah.
And then Cee Dee Lamb 5th. So I don't think AJ Brown is top 5.
So he's on the outside,
like 6, 7.
Yeah.
Okay.
Is he before or after Diggs?
I think he's before Diggs. I think Diggs kind of have a down year.
Diggs is tough.
Diggs got no excuse though. Why is he having a down year?
Josh Allen. That's his excuse.
Did Stephon have a band this year, or he got like what 900?
He's like probably up there. He's been nicked up, hasn't he?
I'm not sure, but I know his stats are not what they normally are. What's he having? He does got a band this year. He does. He got 100 and 1,096 and 8 touchdowns. He doesn't look that bad.
It's a pretty good
But
year.
his yards per catch is down to 11.
It's understandable. Overall, all right. You guys got me. You guys got me. Cee Dee Lamb. All right. Cee Dee Lamb, Cee Dee Lamb, whatever. Fuck the Cowboys. Yeah, fuck out of here with that shit. All right, we're back to the best show ever. But on this final topic, we're here to talk Rookie of the Year. We're gonna talk Rookie of the Year NBA. Who you got? Wemby. Who you got?
I feel like you can't. What else can you say? Like, who else can you
I mean,
say?
there's other options you could say. You could say Chet Holmgren.
I like Wemby.
I mean, how can't you like Wemby?
Exactly. Like, he's tough.
I mean, okay, my bad.
He's tough. I like Chet too. I like Chet, but Wemby, he's different. Like,
no love for Jaime Jaquez. I mean, I think he's a good. I think he's gonna be a cornerstone Heat player for the rest. What, they should be Rookie of the Year?
Yeah.
I mean, if he listen.
Who is it?
Jaime Jaquez from the Heat.
Oh, from the Heat. Oh, he's tough.
I told you, bro. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. He's definitely the third guy. We can say that. He's definitely the third guy. But overall, like, he still has a lot to do to catch up to those two.
Right.
But I mean, if we look at numbers, right? Wemby's almost got 19 points a game, and he's averaging 10.2 rebounds a game, which is pretty good for a rookie. It's Tim Duncan numbers. Just saying. And then you got Chet. I think Chet's got like 17.6 and like 8.2 rebounds, which isn't Wemby, but his team is winning more. So like, give or take. But it's not like his success is bringing more wins to the Thunder. I mean, the Thunder are pretty stacked, like we were talking about earlier.
I mean, his success does bring
it
more wins.
I guess it does. I mean, does it amplify them from being the 9th seed to the play-in tournament to become the 3rd seed now? Do you think he has that type of impact where it changes them dramatically to that point?
I feel like
Not yet, right? But they didn't have a big man like that, though.
He's definitely their second best player. Definitely.
Jalen Williams is pretty nice.
He's not Chet.
No, he's not. Chet's got more skill and he's
So is Shy than Chet?
See,
it's Shy and Chet.
Chet's argument for Rookie of the Year is he's on a team that's better, so he's got more wins.
Right.
And you could also say that he's more efficient. He's got a way better shooting percentage than
Wemby's like at
3 better.
Wemby's like at 44% from the field, and I think Chet is like at 53%. I could be wrong, but I think those are the numbers.
But the Spurs is ass.
I mean, but he's working with more around him.
Body.
I mean, he's got like Jeremy Sochan. That's it.
See, the thing that people don't get, they'll see Chet's numbers and be like, oh, he's shooting way better. He's better than Wemby. He's only shooting way better because the defense keys in on Shea, and then he gets easier shots than Wemby.
He's got better looks.
Meanwhile, Wemby, the defense is keyed in on him.
Mm-hmm.
So that's why his field goal percentage ain't where Chet's is. He's getting harder shots.
Right. I agree. I can see that.
Yeah.
I think there's also more of a pressure for Wemby with this, to shoot the ball more and be the guy. And like he is the guy, obviously, but like it's tough to be the guy and be very consistent when everything's being thrown in your face.
Well, why does nobody have a problem with Chet being the Rookie of the Year, and everybody used to have a problem with
Ben Simmons?
Ben Simmons getting,
They
1 year he wasn't a rookie. Chet's not a rookie.
I don't think
Why does nobody care?
I think Ben Simmons is like the only person that's happened to. Like who else is out? I don't think that's happened.
Nobody.
It's like the Ben Simmons rule almost.
Because he was dating a Kardashian.
Well, that's some other black magic type of shit. But
Crazy.
I mean, but it's not like Chet was dating a Kardashian. Chet was dating a Kardashian.
Nobody says he shouldn't win it because
but I mean, I don't think Chet fits the mold. No, pause. I don't think he fits the mold of like being with a Kardashian.
No, but no, he doesn't. I mean, I don't know.
I think that's true. I don't think he's like that.
Don't fuck anybody. They fuck Tristan Thompson.
I know, but they look at that guy. You think? I mean, well, Tristan.
You seen Tristan Thompson walk? Pause.
No.
He moved like Bowser.
He's just a goofy. He's a goofy.
Like Bowser.
But they don't know anything. But overall, back to the.
I wouldn't be surprised if they fuck Chet. Pause.
I mean, back to the court though. Like, I didn't Chet like cook Wemby.
When they played, right?
Yeah, he cooked.
I'm not sure.
I have to like look at that again. I don't remember.
Like a fairly good game.
I think you're right too. But I think Chet might have. I know Chet won the game. I think.
But whose ceiling do y'all think is higher? Like,
Oh, it's definitely Wemby.
yeah.
Wemby's ceiling is comparable to like LeBron's, right?
That's what they said.
Yeah.
Just in terms of intangibles and
He could be in the terms of best player ever. You think he's got that potential?
best player at his position ever. Yeah, probably. Which
best player ever.
I mean, that's a high.
That's what heavy. We thought he would be.
So what would his first ceiling be? Like the best international player. I mean, that'd be
that's
like
tough too.
That's like the best.
That's his first ceiling.
Like it's like if he beats that ceiling, like he beats that ceiling in 10 years, like he becomes the best international player. Like
so who is right now?
I would say Dirk.
Dirk is gonna take
Luka.
that.
Well, do you think he could surpass Luka? Just because I think he could, but he has to win, I guess, right? Winning changes everything. But
imagine if Luka had won a chip already.
Yeah, I mean,
like he's stamped, but he would be even more like that's like
the
like
resume.
we were saying earlier about Embiid, like
the resume checks out.
The resume has to, like, you know what I mean? You have to have some type of resume.
If you have gold or hardware in your resume, it will check out for sure.
Yeah, for sure.
Even though the basketball
even if it's one.
No, for sure.
If you got one, you good.
Yeah, I mean, look at Dirk. It worked out. It worked out great. Like,
so if Luka gets one, is he better than Dirk?
I guess it depends when he gets in his career.
Because, I mean, he's
Plus, I mean, Dirk, he
not
did.
Yet, yeah,
They were the 1 seed that year they won, or
they beat a lot of teams.
They beat a lot of teams. They beat the Lakers. They had beat the Thunder.
That and
the Lakers.
Kawhi championship were probably the 2 best championships.
Like runs.
Yeah.
Like hard runs that they had to go through. Single-handed runs. Like that we can remember since 2000.
Yeah.
Since the new millennium.
Because like going into that Miami series, like nobody thought, like you know, like
nah, hell no.
Nobody thought that was gonna happen, bro. Like that was the first year LeBron got there. Wade, Bosh,
heavy underdogs.
Battier, Mario Chomp, like that team was. It was a team, bro.
Yeah, it was a team.
And it was coached good. And it was they were a well coached team.
Even though it was Spoelstra, they still had still had Pat Riley holding the strings and stuff. Pat Riley. No, I'm saying with the Heat. Yeah. So
Eric Spoelstra was a good coach too.
But he's he's a puppet for Riley.
Yeah.
But now he's legitimate now, I would say.
Like Joe was saying, like the Mavericks was well coached too. Like they had
Rick Carlisle.
They had Jason Kidd too to run the coach on the
Jason
floor.
Terry. They had a bunch of vets that were ready to win. Sean Marion.
4 or 5 years before that.
They would have been good.
With all in their prime, this shit would have been crazy.
Oh my god.
Sean Marion and all them.
But I think we can all agree to this though. Like if the season was to end today, I'd probably give it to Wemby.
I mean, I think he's gonna get it.
Yeah,
I almost feel like the league wants to just give it to him though.
I mean,
Chet,
I feel you,
dog,
right?
Chet
it's like
is a dog.
Chet was the second pick,
like,
right? Or was he the first pick?
Second.
In his draft last year. Chet was the second pick.
I think
right?
he was second.
I don't remember if he was second, but no, Chet is gonna be a dog for sure.
He'll
He's
be
gonna
good.
be a better Porzingis.
I think so. He's got I don't know, if he can stay healthy, it's just his length is just scary. But so is Wemby's length. You know what I mean? Normal. But
But Wemby is
what? Nothing.
Wemby.
His height.
Yeah, Wemby is just tough, bro. He plays like a guard.
Yeah,
man.
His
moves.
He's like Durant, but taller.
Yeah, he's
like
tough,
an anteater, moving around like some type of anteater.
Chet is tough too, but
Chet moves like Durant too.
He do
a little bit, but he's more goofy.
But it's just
it's not as fluid.
Wemby, how tall is Chet?
He's 6'11", 7 foot, 6'6".
And Wemby's what?
7'4". Yeah. 7'5" with shoes, maybe, I don't know. They be lying about that.
They kind of got the same. kind of
game
Wemby
in
does
a
some
way.
shit-
In a way.
Wemby does some shit like on the like given any night that is like, holy shit, what the fuck? Like he'll block a Durant shot, like
Yeah.
all types of weird shit that you never see.
I mean, like in terms of like measurements, no homo, and other stuff, like, you know, he gets up there, pause, higher. You know, damn.
I don't think we should talk about Wemby anymore.
No, man, Wemby really ruined this shit.
Joffey loves him.
Listen, I'm a fan. That's all I can say. Just a fan.
Nah, yeah, I think he's gonna be tough, bro. You feel me? Like,
No, for sure. There'll be like good players for the rest of their careers.
once they find out how to put that team together, like put
Who,
players.
the Spurs?
The Spurs.
They need a lot more pieces, though.
They need pieces, bro.
They need a lot.
They're running out of
Exactly.
They're running out of the clock with
they need-
Popovich.
They really need a reset. Like they pretty much started it already, I guess. with
Yeah.
Wemby.
But they need way
But
more
like
pieces.
they need pieces. Like they need players to go there.
They
The
need-
thing is, like I don't know, you get like
Conspiracy.
What's that?
They need players to go there. They're gonna have a high draft pick.
Again?
Draft Bronny James. Popovich has a relationship with LeBron. That would be crazy.
And get one by Alma. They still need a point guard,
That
though.
would be crazy.
They need a point guard, though. What do you make?
LeBron's a point guard.
Is he, though? He's a point
That would
guard.
be crazy. I'm just saying.
That would be a crazy idea.
That would be crazy.
shit. LeBron
Go play in San Antonio.
LeBron ain't going to San Antonio.
I don't think so. Because LeBron's about money now. He's a business, Mr. Billionaire. But, you know, we'll give it to Wemby, you know, and leave it at that.